When I was a teenager, I never used to get any type of girls ever, and that is why I am more successful today than the guys that I went to high school with. And I'm going to talk about how you, even if you had a good, childhood or a good couple of years in high school, how you can literally change your mind and brainwash yourself and manipulate yourself and your mind to basically become uncomfortable. The reason you want to do this for is because it's not in comfort that we grow. Nothing grows in comfort. It's a very cliche thing to say, but diamonds only form under pressure, intense and strong pressure. And the same can apply to human beings and our success as, men, especially. This video is intended for men, by the way, if you haven't already understood that. If you're a woman, you can stick by maybe and learn something. I don't know, but it's going to be targeted towards men first and foremost. Now, let's go back to the first sentence that I said in this video. When I was young, I never used to get any type of female attention, and if I did, eventually they would just move on to one of my friends because my friends were like more buff, more jacked, more athletic than I was, and they were also taller. I used to be very short when I was younger, and when you get female attention as a young man, that is basically all your needs met. Every single thing that we do as men on this planet is for recreational purposes. Like we want to basically spread our seed. The only reason I'm in the gym is for my body to look better in order for me to attract more women. Yes, of course, I do love the gym. It's not like just 100% I'm doing this for, getting women. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is, though, most things we are doing, if we're being very, very honest to ourselves, and if we're being realistic, because this is about nature, this is about biology. Like, if we look at every other animal in the animal kingdom, they also do the same shit. They also walk around and, do certain things just to impress the females, basically. For example, the peacock is a very good example. Look how beautiful the peacock is, sorry. But if you think about it, in nature, those colors, those feathers, and how he carries himself with his poise is not a good thing because in nature, that's dangerous. Like a tiger can just come and fucking rip that shit apart. But he's doing it in order to gain female attention. And every single male on this planet does something in order to reproduce because it's so biologically like wired inside of us. The only thing we need to do is reproduce and consume food in order to sustain our body so we can reproduce. So even eating is kind of a byproduct of reproducing, if that makes sense. Like we're literally only eating so we can survive, so we can spread our seeds and our genes. Nevertheless, no more biology lessons. I just wanted to talk about that section in order for you guys to understand how like important this mindset shift is. So as I said, I didn't get any women. Therefore, I became so obsessed with self-improvement at a very young age. When I was 16 or 17, if I remember, I'll put up pictures. I'm not gonna guarantee that I'll do that because sometimes I'm lazy. I just want to, get the ball rolling and push out this video. However, when I was 16, I weighed 56 kilos. That is so skinny. That is so malnourished. And I was also short, as I mentioned. And this led to me being, the easy target at school. I wasn't bullied. I would never lie and say I was bullied. But I was easily picked on at least. And as I mentioned, because I didn't get any female attention, I felt bad. And now I was also getting picked on. So I was, feeling even worse. And because of this, it was like a vicious cycle. No women wanted to be with me, and that led to me being picked on, basically. And then, the women didn't want to be with me because I was getting picked on. And on top of that, most guys wouldn't respect me, which is like normal. In the animal kingdom, sorry, quick biology lesson again, we can see this as well. When males are weaker, they get punished for it. Natural laws. Now, why I'm telling you this is because every single guy that I was either friends with or just, the popular kids at high school is a total fucking loser today. And this is for several reasons, but the main reason is because they already got what they wanted in high school. We all wanted women, and they got that. So why would they improve? During the weekends, after school, I would go to the gym. Like, I was so dedicated. I would literally take my own food, like I meal prepped the day before to school. I never like used to eat the food that was served at school. I always tried to bring my own food basically because I wanted to bulk up. I did that. I got picked on still because people, basically when you do something out of the ordinary, people will just like um, take shots at you. That's normal. Not complaining, but I'm just just an observation. And when I brought like the Tupperware with food to school, what this led to was it accumulated, right? Because I was so heavily dedicated to the gym that I literally brought my own food. And meanwhile, the other guys in my school, my friends, and the other popular guys, they were out partying every weekend, even some of the weekdays. And yes, when we are young, our bodies can tolerate a lot. And to be quite honest, the human body can tolerate a lot, whether you're young or not. So it doesn't really matter if you're young. But my point is, when we are young, it's even better at taking care of these things. You are more capable um, to recover faster basically when you party and shit. So the party lifestyle is perfect for people in high school age. I'm not promoting it, by the way, when I say it's perfect. I just mean in terms of health wise, if you do it young, you are more able to like bounce back and recover. So the same way my success in the gym and my body and whatever, um, the same way that accumulated, they also accumulated other things. But the things they accumulated was fat, was mental health issues, was diseases, was aging, like all these bad things. And year by year, like since high school, year by year, I still see these people, here and there. Um, they get older, they age, they get diseases, they lose hair, they they get fat. Like they literally do not look the same age as me. I'm 27 years old. They are also 27 years old, but they look 40. And some people might see this and be like, yeah, but looking older is good. No, looking mature and youthful is good. But looking older is not good because looking older indicates that your cells are also aging, which means you are aging. And aging is not a good thing. You don't want to age yourself. That's why I promote the diet that I'm promoting basically because it's the most anti-aging diet out there. Now, this, as I mentioned, all happened because they got women and I did not get women. Like, it's so fucking simple. And how you can implement this in your life is so fucking simple that it's like, it's kind of laughable. But I now can get most women that I want. Like, I'm not even bragging. I'm just stating a fact. And this is not like a red pill video, by the way. And I also have a very good life because I built this life myself. So of course it's gonna be good. I have a stable job, and everything. Like everything is going good. Now, a normal person would look at my life and be satisfied and content and comfortable and happy and just think that life is wonderful and life is beautiful and he would not wish for anything more in this life. However, I am so fucking miserable. And I am dead ass, like I'm honest. The reason why I'm miserable is because 3 years ago I brainwashed myself so much into success and into who I want to become. So basically, mentally, for 3 years, I have been in a specific spot in life. Okay? I am the best version of myself. Like I am right now also the best version of myself. But what I'm saying is, I'm not there physically in terms of my environment. I'm not living in the place that I want to live in. I will get there eventually. Like this is not something that's I don't doubt this for one fucking millisecond. I am so sure about this. And you can be sure about this too, by the way. It's all about the mindset. But nevertheless, my point that I want to clarify and make here is that an average person would look at my life and be happy, content. He has everything. But I I am miserable. Like, of course, in this video you won't see it because I'm not a fucking pussy. I'm not gonna cry on camera and act all sad. And I'm not even sad in my day-to-day life. But my brain constantly is obsessed about my purpose. Let me guys like just say an example. Let's say out of 100% of my brain, only 5% is present in the moment. So when I'm talking to people at work or people at the gym or family members or wherever, I'm just 5% present. 95% of those 100 is thinking about my purpose and how I can become better at the things I'm doing. Okay? You guys will never understand what I'm talking about unless you have experienced this. Unless you wake up and go to sleep with the same fucking drive and thoughts that I have, you will never be able to relate. And the only reason I'm able to do that is because I, as I said, have manipulated my fucking mindset and my brain so goddamn much that my brain thinks that I should be at a certain like place environmentally and just like physically, as I mentioned, but I'm not, right? So automatically I will become miserable. Like for example, now I'm in my room. I'm in Sweden. Uh, it's May. It's approaching summer, but it's pretty cold. In my mind, I'm not there. Like I'm not here actually. In my mind, I have made it up that I'm maybe in a warmer climate. I have a beautiful villa out there. I'm just enjoying life basically. I'm doing exactly what I want. Like every minute of the day is so meticulously planned because I'm free to do whatever the fuck I want to do. But as I said, a average person would be content with this. And this is the reason we see so many people today basically being content. If you want to be content with a 9 to 5 and you're happy with that, because I know there are some people that will be happy with a 9 to 5, then by all means. But the reason I'm making this video is because so many people out there act like they're fine with their 9 to 5, but the funny thing is that they crack up on caffeine every single weekday, and Friday to Sunday they go out and party and do, lines of a specific white powder that I will not mention in this video, and they also drink like so many pints of fucking beer and they just get smashed out of their head. They get like drunk every single weekend. Why do you think people get drunk? It's so they can forget about the current moment and forget about the future because their mind is constantly racing because they don't fucking meditate. They are not like mindful or whatever. So they drink in order to suppress those fucking thoughts. Are you still happy then? Are you still content with your 9 to 5? No, you're not. And like I think it's so sad that you're lying to yourself. Now, in order for you to break out of this mindset, to actually manipulate yourself to become miserable, kind of, remember, like, without any stressors in life, there is no life. So some people will see this and think, oh, this is too stressful for me. Like this, what he's promoting is not good. Like I'm stressing myself too much. You have to have some stress in order to grow in life. That's just how it is. Without any sort of stress, you would literally die. Like every single fucking millisecond of the day, your cells are under some type of stress. There is good stress and there is bad stress, of course, but there has to be a balance of these two. And you can either be stressful because of your 9 to 5 job and, all the stress factors that come to play there, or you could be stressful because of the method that I'm about to teach you right now. So, as I said, the easy method, because it's not really a framework or a method or some secret shit, it's just that you have to basically fucking brainwash yourself into thinking that you are supposed to live in fucking Bali or Spain or maybe maybe you're from Europe so you want to move to the States, for example. You should just manipulate yourself so goddamn much that every day you can kind of see how life should be. You can kind of envision the environment you're in, who you're with. I'm talking about partner-wise, friend-wise, family-wise. Like, who is there in your surroundings? What are you wearing? Like, you have to close your eyes and really imagine yourself. Okay, how do I look? Am I shredded? Am I obese? Like, how does the best version of myself look? When I think of myself, If I'm gonna be completely honest, I look the way I do now because this is the best version of myself. I fucking love myself. And you should too, by the way. But when I think of myself, like when I close my eyes right now, I want you to basically close your eyes right now as well so we can do this exercise together, right? I want you to close your eyes and just follow along. You don't have to specifically copy me, but I'm just gonna give you an idea of what I play in my head. So I wake up right now. The sun hits my room and I wake up with no alarm. Okay? I wake up because the sunlight hits my room. I have open windows. You know, I live in a pretty open house. It's like glass mostly. I wake up. I don't watch my phone, of course. Fuck my phone. It's in another different room, bro. I don't have my phone in my fucking bedroom. I wake up. I go out. I plant my bare feet into the soil. I breathe in fresh air and I stare into this sunrise for maybe like 20 to 30 minutes. And preferably, I'm with a girl. Not my wife, not my girlfriend, just some girl that I'm, vibing with, so to speak. And then, after we have set our circadian rhythm, I walk into the house again and we make breakfast. Breakfast could be anything: steak and eggs, raw ground beef with some raw egg yolks and raw butter, raw milk, whatever. Just, pick something. But me, for example, I'm gonna pick some raw ground beef because that's what I'm craving right now. I'm gonna add two pasture raised egg yolks. They're vibrant orange, like it's the most craziest color of orange you've ever seen. Imagine the most orange carrot you've seen. Now take that color and put it inside of the egg yolk, basically. After breakfast, we walk down to the beach and we're just vibing in the sun. We're swimming, we're grounding, just having a good time. After a couple of hours on the beach, it's time for us to do a hike and we go to a very, very nice waterfall and we swim some more there. Maybe we enjoy some quality time. Maybe we even have sex, like, in that place. After that, it's starting to approach nighttime, afternoon, like late afternoon. So we're getting hungry. Go back home, eat the same type of food because it's the best food for human beings, basically. And after that, just take a walk, maybe read a book, just relax. And then before bedtime, I'm talking about like 3 or 2 hours before bedtime, record some content because I love making content. Maybe go live with the boys, talk with the boys there. And then put on these glasses, turn off all the lights, maybe some candles here and there, but preferably just like darkness, and then wind down for sleep. And now you can open your eyes again. And that's exactly what I have done every single day for 3 years. Like, I'm dead ass. Even now, when I'm talking to you, remember when I spoke about how I I'm just 5% present? 95% of my brain, bro, is thinking about the scenario that I just mentioned. And it's so obvious to me that I will succeed just because I've done these like envision what the fuck can I call this shit? Yeah, you get my point. Like, basically, because I've done these meditation sessions or whatever, where I visualize myself as the most perfect version of myself, I can now work towards it every day. And I think that's like the issue most people have. Most people don't have a fucking clue because they are happy in quotation marks with life, but they're not, because every single fucking weekend, as I said, they're just doing shit and trying to escape the daily routine. Like, it's heavily escapism. I'm just gonna take a sip of my plasma, by the way. But yeah, this video got almost 20 minutes, so I'm gonna wrap this up. But guys, you have to implement this. Like, this is the only thing you need in order for you to become successful. Law of attraction, manifestation, that's just fancier words for the practice that we just did. Honestly, this is exactly how you become successful. And yeah, I don't know. Like, let's just fucking wrap this shit up because I'm not gonna waste any more time. Um, Not my time and not yours time as well. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like the video. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Everything will be linked down below. Make sure to comment something and share this with a friend that goes out and fucking drinks every single weekend. Right, guys? Peace out. Flesh fueled out.